wise in that he was probably taking like a potty break right before his set. But other than that, yeah, definitely, like, if you're watching a set with Cody Travis, there is a very high probability that that is going to be with him playing that Barasa. We'll see how well it works as we get right on into game number 1 of this winter final. Again, winner of this goes on into the grand final, guaranteed top 2 finish, and that's a very nice place to be.
Now, you did see Cody ban out basically all of the maps that have static soft platforms. So, like, he left the Apocalypse map on. He also left not Great Hall, what am I thinking of, Mammoth Fortress, that has that moving soft platform. But anything like Great Hall, Crystal Temple, Enigma with those static soft platforms that don't move, those were immediately gone, giving us the more flat maps.
Yeah, flat maps are definitely something that Cody Travis is more comfortable with. Of course, with those soft platforms, it will hamper a lot of movement. Of course, like, you're seeing those jumping down airs could accidentally ledge cancel in a lot of awkward positions.
And there you see that neutral signature coming out early. Now, we are in Brawlhaven, so we could see some really early knockouts. So both really strong characters coming into this game. That was kind of a gambit coming out from Cody there, going early with that raw recovery. Going to put him into a lot of active frames while he's moving across the stage in this. And he kind of wasn't anywhere near to Kosalix. Beautiful side airs, though. Is he going to try and find another one? Yes, he does, but it doesn't make the connection. The recovery is going to be the knockout.
Yeah, that kind of low to the ground recovery. Still able to pick up Kosalix and get that first knockout in favor of Cody Travis. A down air into nothing coming out from Cody Travis. Very interesting option. There's a lot of things that Axe players will do out of that down air. Nothing isn't usually the option.
Now, one thing that Cody will have off stage that I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work for him is we see Kosalix going in off stage with a ground pound on his lance. Then he'll sometimes go into a down air going in at that like 45-degree angle. Cody, if he has Axe, has that gravity cancel in Sig. I mean, he also has it on blasters as well, but he doesn't really go for that on the edge. I wonder if he'll be able to find priority there. Like, what's gonna... Oh, no, okay. He's gonna end up fastball, go low, still taking more damage. That dare almost making the connection. There comes the down air. The last blast of the recovery is going to knock Kosalix away just enough. Cody able to get back on the platform. Sidelight recovery is not true anymore, so Kosalix isn't able to pick it up.
And that gives Cody all the room he needs to start to climb back into this on these second stocks. Kosalix put out a whole lot of damage. Now you see him swapping over to wants a different lance for the potential knockout. You see him trying to get that side air. Side air and recovery are going to be his two biggest tools for finishing this stock off of Cody Travis, and it's going to be the recovery to give Kosalix the stock advantage.
That second dare that Cody threw out on his Axe did end up hitting Kosalix into the red, so he does have a pretty decent amount of damage on this stock. Gonna clean it up with a beautiful unarmed side heavy. He's been using that pretty well today. It hasn't been a lot, but I feel like he's found connections on quite a few of them.
Yeah, he's been doing a really good job also with the way that Kosalix is trying to kind of weapon starve. You see him throw that lance up, and a lot of people have been really respecting that giant hitbox. Cody Travis is like, all right, I'll just dip underneath it, hit you away, and then I can steal away the lance you saw, or steal away the weapon. That's what happened earlier, and that's what just happened to finish off that stock.
Beautiful 3-hit coming out from Cody Travis, ending that with a nair. Trying to get in, even up this damage. He's just a little bit behind. Here comes the Axe for him. There, that's what I'm talking about. That sidelight into the charged up in Sig.
Yeah, just reading that spot dodge from Cody Travis. Got some good damage on that one. Side air. Cody Travis running out of jump options, but still will touch for only a moment as Kosalix takes game number 1. Are we about to be wrong?
We might be wrong. That is just game 1. Maybe Cody needed just a little bit of a warm-up time. Both of these players, actually, it's been quite some time since they last played. Obviously, we went through the Lil Cap set. We went through the Sandstorm Boomy set. I think they even played before the Santi set and the Wrench set earlier. So there's been some time. Maybe they need to get back into this.
Maybe a little bit of a warm-up time for Cody Travis and Kosalix. But Kosalix gets a nice start off that win to game number 1. Now we're into game number 2, and Kosalix already putting out some good damage onto Cody Travis. Finds the side signature. Great utilization of the signature kit for Kosalix.
Sidelight side air, the second hit, not going to make contact. D-light sidelight into the neutral air. Nice 3-piece for Cody, but he is dangerously behind in damage. The way Kosalix is finding that again, sidelight into the slightly charged neutral signature. It just messes up the timing so that while you're dodging, once that comes out of iframes and you're stuck there, he's ready to hit with that neutral signature. I love a slightly charged signature.
Yeah, just changing up that timing, throwing the opponent off. Works so incredibly well. Cody Travis got the wall touch. You see Koslik sticking around on this corner. Cody Travis not able to find a punish. Generally speaking, the Axe has the advantage in that edge guard, and Koslik's got away basically unscathed.
Now, Cody's movement, though, in the end to sort of dip under and away to get out of the way of that ground pound, that was really clutch. He had a solid reaction on that to get away. I think a lot of players would have panicked and not slid far enough or just sat there and taken it. So that was good from Cody. He's evened this up, but Koslik's lance is looking so scary. Gets the sidelight recovery.
Yeah, that was a really good wall tap to get away from that one. Didn't lose the stock, and Cody Travis is starting to put out some good damage. Again, dips underneath these upward tosses from Koslik. Every single time there's been a weapon spawn, you see Koslik try to do these up tosses to deny a weapon pickup, and Cody Travis slips underneath. Nice ground pound, and Cody Travis takes the lead.
Now he has the chance for stage control to deny the weapon. I think the next weapon that Koslik is going to pick up is going to be that axe. So this is possibly Cody's moment to really extend this lead. Sidelight Nair goes for the side air, doesn't end up hitting. Cody's way too high. More blasters damage coming out. The unarmed recovery is going to be the knockout option as Koslik throws away the axe, and now he has the lance. Almost wasn't able to pick that up.
Yeah, almost was not able to get back in position to pick up that lance. Nice follow-up from Cody Travis. Gets the three-piece onto Koslik, but this one is close. Nice. Again, he's chasing from Cody Travis with the recovery.
See him trying to fish for that knockout. Neutral light knocking Koslik into the red, using the recovery to touch the wall, reset his jumps. Recovery coming out this time from Cody Travis, not hitting, getting through that dodge on the side air. More damage coming out onto Cody, the wrong side of the stage where he hits the side air. Weapon toss going down. The unarmed side air not enough to knock out. The weapon toss swapping over to the blasters, throwing the blasters, grabs the axe. You see him, he wants the side air so desperately. He wants to tie up the set. Now he's unarmed. Axe in hand for Koslik. Weapon toss going out there, each disarming themselves, and it's a side air from Cody Travis.
Both of them just struggling to find that hit. You saw how desperately Cody Travis wanted that side air to finish off the stock, and he does eventually find it, and we are going to be getting right on into game number 3. Koslik slowing it down, needs a little bit of a breather on that one before he leaves Small Brawlhaven to be the map pick.
Banning basically the exact same thing that Cody was banning, leaving open the Small Brawlhaven, Mammoth Fortress, and Demon Island. Of course, the pick is going to be the same, though, going back to Small Brawlhaven. Man, Cody Travis is looking good here. Koslik is looking so much better than I would have expected. I mean, you heard what I predicted earlier, like 7th? I predicted from Koslik, and holy cow,
really harsh
man.
on Koslik, not gonna lie.
And then Ethan comes in, lets me down. He was supposed to top 3. Phazon was supposed to top 3. Rough day.
Bad day for Sparky's predictions, but you still got Cody Travis on the board, and he's going to get the side sig to take the first stock of game number 3. Basically untouched. Really well played from Cody Travis.
See him using his moves to zone out Koslik. The lance pickup comes in. Sidelight Dare, okay, again, goes low, doesn't want to get caught panic jumping, being taken for a tour from the main stage over to the blast zone.
You saw Koslik, all he needs is a good read or two. He could easily finish off the stock. And Cody Travis again, the charge on the neutral signature. Koslik is being very effective with these charged neutral signatures.
So that's the thing, is Cody's going to have to figure out what to do out of that sidelight. Because obviously if Koslik goes for the neutral air as the option, you're not going to be able to do anything straight away. That's a true combo. So if he goes for the charged neutral signature, what is Cody going to do? Is he going to try to find a hit at a hit stun? Is he going to maybe try and throw his weapon down? I'm not sure exactly what he needs to do, but he has to be worried about these neutral signatures.
Well, so far he's tried 3 different options, right? He's tried spot dodging, got caught because of timing. Tried dodging down, got caught because it hits grounded. And he tried dodging in and got caught again. So maybe he tries dodging away a little bit. Maybe a jump dodge out, something like that. I mean, the neutral air is kind of like the obvious option to punish that kind of decision making. But that would have hit either way.
Ooh, man, he was so close with that neutral signature. We haven't seen a lot of that from him in this set whatsoever when it's a very strong signature. Nice side air. Going to put Cody in pretty good position. He's only about halfway through this second stock. Swapping over to the axe. He's feeling that as his most powerful weapon here against Kosalix, and I don't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, it's got a good matchup, of course. Axe versus Axe, that's going to be a 50-50 matchup. And then Axe in the Lance has historically been a pretty good matchup again.
Bro, you got to stop spot dodging that.
The timing on
that. You can't let him keep getting away with this.
I almost want to see Cody Travis not react so that he has time to actually think. Like, he's instinctively being like, oh, I got hit, let me spot dodge. I almost want to see him be like, all right, don't immediately spot dodge. Oh, he's still charging it. Now I can try to do something to get away. Either way, big side airs.
Yeah, Cody could be cleaning this up here. He still hasn't lost a second stock, and he's going to do that falling ground pound, hitting straight on the bottom. Going to send Kosalix to the murky depths of small Brawlhalla, going up 2-1 in the set as we move on into game 4. Ban's the exact same, so yep, we're going back to small Brawlhalla.
That's just going to be the pick for this entire set at the way this is going. A little bit surprised Kosalix didn't decide to make the swap over to the Scarlet, considering it seems like Cody Travis knows what to do against the Macho Man. But either way, we're going to be getting right on into game number 4, and Cody Travis gets the spawn weapon.
Another one coming in. First weapon for Kosalix going to be that axe. Throws it away immediately. Second spawn or third spawn should be coming in soon. Goes right to a man. Brawlhalla really blessing him with that weapon spawn.
Dude, the number of times I've seen Kosalix just kind of instinctively know where a weapon spawn's gonna be. Oh! No, is he untouched? Is that a 0 to death?
Cody did the same thing twice. The sidelight nair came out, he went up. Then the second sidelight nair came out, Cody went up. And Kosalix was ready for it. Got the second nair and the recovery. Just beautifully placed from him. Cody, you can't do the same thing twice.
Not make that same decision. You got to mix up your decision making out of hit stun. And Travis, though, we've seen him take back leads like this before. Good spot dodge from Kosalix. Cody Travis is actually behind on his second stock. So I don't know what I'm saying, man. I was trying to give him some credit, but right now Kosalix is just doing that work.
You see Cody, he wanted to go for the big play, went for the reverse slide charge in sig, again goes for the neutral signature. You see him, of course, facing towards the stage, so when he grabs, it'll throw behind him over to the blast zone.
The axe is just not finding connections. Cody Travis is in trouble, avoids the side air. Not going to be in 3-stock territory just
I can't believe he just, the weapon spawn was there, he was running towards it, and then dashed toward Kosalix the other direction. Like, what are you going to do? Nah. Bro, you're behind.
Oh, sidelight into the recovery, making it look true, but Kosalix on the cusp of a 3-stock sticking with the Lance, of course. He missed!
Oh man, so that is something that Cody Travis does have to worry about, because like you see him spot dodging and then
you missed.
If he spot dodges, you've seen Kosalix obviously hit the slightly charged up neutral signature, but if he went for the sidelight into the recovery, that spot dodge would beat it. If he went diagonally up and away, the sidelight recovery is going to probably end up hitting him if he was able to get away from the charged up neutral signature. Cody does find a knockout there. He's hugely behind, so Cody, he just kind of has to go for a guess on what Kosalix is going to do.
It's those guesses, but I mean, we've seen Kosalix lean towards the neutral signature as of now. Might be a little bit of kind of priming, teaching Cody Travis to expect that neutral signature. But at the very least, like, that's the option that's been working. Oh no, he tried to get in front of it, but that's not how you stuff a recovery. And Kosalix is just getting extra damage onto Cody Travis. That recovery from deep almost knocked him out.
Now, I don't know the exact hitboxes on the neutral signature straight off the top of my head, so I don't know if maybe dodging up diagonal and in, if that will get you to a safe position.
I think it hits pretty vertical. Like, in comparison to like Scarlet neutral signature, where that one kind of goes forward before it goes for the vertical, I think the Ulgrim, the Macho Man neutral signature, does end up hitting a little bit closer to above him. But either way, man, Cody Travis has got to find some sort of mix-up because Kosalix made that game look free. And we're going to get into game number 5, and there is that real possibility of Kosalix winning out in this winner's finals set and going into the grand final.
Blasters coming in. Kosalix, of course, again, man, he's getting these lances early on, but I think last game he started with an axe. Nice dare from Cody. Has a little bit of a damage lead here. See if he can extend it. 1 or 2 more hits is going to have Costelix in the orange. It was that D-Light turning him orange. Hit the side air as well. There is a spawn on stage, so he could swap over the axe if he wanted to. He's just going to retreat back, sort of stay in line with where Costelix is. Not letting Costelix get too close. Nice side air. Cody is controlling this stock. Oh no, unfortunate. You hate to see it. Oh man, the weapon toss is going to interrupt, completely cut off that momentum.
He did the math, but got the wrong solution. Cody Travis, unfortunately, but he does find the side air and is going to get that stock advantage. And you're seeing a different Cody Travis come out here in game number 5. Like, this is a lot more precision, more pace. Like, he's just kind of poking Costelix, gets 1 or 2 hits, backs away, and is just going to chip away at his Macho Man defense.
Yeah, his blasters are doing a fantastic job of zoning out Costelix. He's finding so much damage here.
Oh, it worked.
Where did he dodge?
He spot dodged. Costelix just let go early.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's the tech.
Yeah, that's not the tech, bro, because that's what he's going to do. That's not the tech.
No, you can't do the same option twice. Come on, we talked about this.
He just held it a little bit longer.
He's good. He's like, oh, I messed up. I did it too early last time. Let me just hold it. Just charge your sick forehead. Nice side air. Cody Travis takes a bigger lead here in game number 5.
Bro, get back to the blasters as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the blasters main man. Okay, never mind. Stay on axe. Stay on axe.
No, his axe is working. Getting some good chunks.
It's got him orange.
This is doable for Cody Travis. Nice spot dodge from Costelix, but Cody Travis still had the dodge. So he's not going to get caught by the sidelight side air. Interesting decision to go in with the down signature on top of the weapon spawn. Side air. Nice
complete weapon control in Costelix's hands. Oh, and he cleans it up with a very easy edge guard.
And just making that one very clean as we get to the final stocks of game number 5. Costelix with the lance gets a nice neutral air, but he is definitely on the back foot. I don't think that recovery would have quite knocked out, but the next one will.
Has Costelix in the red. You see the down light into the jump side air in case Costelix recovered high. Oh, and it does that knockdown. I can't believe it. It almost looked like it wasn't. And Cody Travis in game 5 takes the set over Costelix. The blasters difference.
His blasters just really came alive in game number 5. Didn't mean to make that one rhyme. Costelix, on the other hand, though, with an uncharacteristic drop at the very end of that, you saw him whiff a sidelight down air. That's something that he's hit so consistently. That's one of the true combos of lanes. And he dropped it, and Cody Travis was able to capitalize, get that side air, and finish it off. Really well done to Cody Travis. He's going to be going into the grand finals to await the winner of the next couple of sets. We only have 2 more sets to find out who's going to be challenging.
What a crazy set that was. And that's what you want to see all the way in the loser semifinals of top 8. You look at some of the other set counts. Santi and Stingray 3-0. Wrenched and Boomy 3-0. Sandstorm Boomy 3-0. Even Lil Captain Stingray 3-1. But coming into this, took it to game 5. What a set. That's some good Brawlhalla, boys and girls. And the best is even yet to come.
There's still plenty more Brawlhalla action as we get right on into this next set. You see the bracket down below. That's going to be Lil Capped versus Sandstorm for the loser semifinal. The winner of that one is going to go on to challenge Costelix in the losers finals.
Now this one's going to be curious because Lil Capped is going to have to deal with this pressure from Sandstorm's cannon. And I don't know how he's going to fare against that.
Bro, I kind of feel bad for Lil Cat going into lance, into cannon. Like, these very big horizontal aerial kits from his opponents. But yeah, I don't know how well he's going to do against an Onyx. Again, cannon, it's still one of those kind of niche weapons. There aren't a lot of cannon mains out there, so he likely doesn't have the best sparring practice against it.
And I think it's something that Phazon said earlier today, and I think it's very important with how Cannon will play out in the near future here. Is he said that a lot of people will no-brain into Cannon. Oh no, oh no. A lot of people will just like no-brain into Cannon, which is why Cannon players are able to get those insane strings, at least right now. Because obviously there's not a lot of Cannon play in general, so they don't have a lot of practice. Oh my gosh, look at this play from Lil Cap. I was talking about Cannon pressure, but what about this hammer pressure?
That was a big commit coming out from Lil Cap, and he got away with it against one of the players with some of the best edge guarding ability in the game. And Cannon is a very strong gimp tool, but you're seeing Sandstorm throw out that side light and kind of back up.
Yeah, he's sort of playing much more reserved here. Gonna end up knocking out that Scorpion tail, reaching so far.
That signature is so incredibly good at finishing off stocks, but you're seeing Sandstorm go in with the 2 combo, down light, down air. Trying to prime with this side light, trying to see how Lil Cap's going to react. You're going to see as we get deeper into this set, side light is going to start getting those read follow-ups into some big damage.
Where is she keeping that tail?
She just tucks it.
Because that thing is huge. Is she got it coiled up in the back like a curled up Cheeto?
Yes, because that's how people coil things. It's Cheetos is there.
I can't believe Cap just went for the gravity cancel neutral signature like over down on the corner.
I don't know. Bro, that's a Little Cap logic, man. Nice movement from the Little Cap. Will get him the side air to finish off that first stock of Sandstorm, but he's fairly damaged here. And he's going to be sticking with the sword for a brief moment as Sandstorm picks up the gauntlet.
Now, I know he's not using it now because this is a tournament where it's not allowed, but I was watching Lil Cap stream the other day, and I think he has a new mod. I think it's new. He definitely has it. Oh, man. Lil Cap going to be pretty far behind here, but on the Bodvar hammer neutral signature, instead of the bear, it's like a big Burger King Whopper. Like, it's straight up just a big hamburger. And it's the funniest thing.
Yo, he can at least kind of visualize it in his heart, and if it gives him that emotional boost, that's what's important. But of course, he cannot be using that in tournament. We are seeing Sandstorm using the Onyx in tournament, picks up the neutral signature, chasing very high. Was likely looking for another signature, could potentially have finished that stock off. And you're seeing these very interesting side lights to go off stage, kind of try to pressure, I guess. I don't know. It's so weird.
Cap creating some space. Man, you see the range, how far away Cap is, and that tail is still so close to him.
Oh.
He isn't able to slide charge that there, maybe because of that soft platform. I don't know if he would have wanted to do that, but of course that soft platform there is going to keep him from doing it.
Also potentially could have been trying to like dip just underneath the soft platform and start a very quick ground pound. But either way, Sandstorm, he's got some health to play with. Of course, he's got this second stock. Stomp side air will put him down to final stocks, but Lil Cap hurting.
Yeah, Cap isn't out of this yet. Oh, now he is out of this. He is definitely out of this yet.
He is very now out of it. As Sandstorm going to take game number 1 in this loser semifinal. Loser of this goes home with that 4th place finish here at Low Tier City, the mid-season championship. What map is it going to be?
I don't know. We haven't seen anything banned out yet, so they're definitely thinking about it.
No platform. Anti-platform. Enough from Lil Cap as we go to Small Mammoth with a little bit of a platform. Just that one that moves around as we get right on into game number 2.
Now, both players are opting into the movement speed stance, just giving them a little bit more gusto behind their movement. They can zip around just a little bit more quickly around the stage. Ooh, first weapon spawn comes out. You saw the neutral air coming out from Lil Cap, and he was a little bit too far away, so Sandstorm was able to safely grab that, not get hit. Sword gonna come in though for Lil Cap very early on. No worries about weapon starving.
Getting a little bit of damage here onto Lil Cap, spacing with that signature. Couldn't quite find the connection though.
Sandstorm not pursuing any off stage. He just kind of retreats back over to the weapon spawn, grabs the cannon. There's the side air, side light, side air recovery. And even though Capped was in orange, he was still off screen, almost near the blast zone. Again, off screen, almost near the blast zone.
Yo, down air into neutral signature. That's looking real dirty from Sandstorm. Side light, side air, and Sandstorm takes the first stock. Very unhurt. Just that initial burst of damage from Lil Cap.
And it seems like as this set goes on, Sandstorm is looking more and more dominant.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. And then he retreats back over, even hits the ground pound. Weapon toss going down, and that's a second stock taken from Lil Cat.
I think he took like a neutral light on that second stock. Like, that was about it, man. Sandstorm is just demolishing these stocks of Lil Cap, avoids the bear claw. And you're seeing him play a little bit more aggressive on this corner now.
Now, Capped continuing to go in with these stomp instincts. It seems like it's definitely a muscle memory, like it's on autopilot that he wants to go in for the stomp insig. And it kind of reminds me of like Lil Capped in the past at like DreamHack Montreal 2 years ago, where he was doing stomp into nothing, and it was like he didn't know if it was going to hit, so he couldn't react on it hitting to then find a follow-up. I think he needs to work on those reactions a little bit better, because there are places where that insig, depending where they dodge, is not going to hit. So I think him kind of going almost 100% on those stomp instigs when it's not a true combo, maybe he should just go for the stomp side air. It's more of a free option. There you see him go. You saw like how far it sent, even though it's not ready for kill damage yet, it still sent Sandstorm all the way over to the left side of the stage. So I think if he just goes with that over the stomp insig, he's going to have a lot better positioning after he finds the stomp side air.
Yeah, I definitely would like to see him kind of just at least mix up what his follow-up is out of the stomp, but Sandstorm, that's gonna throw out the clean signature to take another one, relegating Lil Cap to 287 damage. This complete control, and Lil Cap digging deep with the Ragnar pick. Not even like something that maybe worked against Kosalix, or like I don't even know. This is like a default Ragnar. This is Lil Cap throwing in the towel and being like, all right, game number 3, I gotta play it somehow.
Default Ragnar, no stance. I doubt we're gonna see any weapon skins either. The biggest thing I'm sad about is that we don't get to see what his legend level is with this Ragnar, to know if it's like 5 or if it's like 15. I don't expect it to be much more than 15 though.
Yeah, it's definitely an odd pick coming out from Lil Cap, trying to save that legend KD or something. I don't even know. But right now, even in damage with Sandstorm, but we haven't seen Sandstorm kind of like take off the training weights and go over to the cannon, the really destructive weapon is used in game 1 and game 2.
Again, Sandstorm not pursuing any offstage encounters, even though he does have a weapon with those gauntlets. Kind of point blank ground pound coming out from Cap. Just runs right behind Sandstorm.
He wants the sig. He wants the sig so bad.
That was a nice guitar string coming out from Lil Cap.
Oh, maybe he's got a little bit of a Ragnar. Sandstorm's looking like a player who's trying to get that battle pass mission, you know, get a knockout with the D-Sig. Unfortunately, can't do battle pass missions in custom games.
I'm seeing just some very interesting, nice, man, he got out of the way of that. That was really good. I'm kind of liking Cap's Ragnar a little bit. He's looking kind of nice on it. His movement's looking pretty nice on it.
I mean, yeah, a movement of all things is going to carry over between most of his characters. It's just going to be something that he can work on, but at the same time, finds the side air and is going to be even with Sandstorm. I guess the Ragnar, it's working. I didn't understand it. I didn't believe it, but it's working.
Well, okay, Lil Cap is like 100 Gex. Nobody understands it, but it's genius. I believe in this Capped Ragnar pick. I think he's got something here. Because, I mean, you see, he's going even. It's 2 minutes into this game, and they're even.
Oh, good dodge from Lil Cap. Avoided the side air. You're seeing Sandstorm switch on over to the gauntlets. Lil Cap gonna get some good damage onto Sandstorm's gauntlets.
Beautiful 3-piece.
Down signature. Lil Cap gonna get launched. Still not able to finish off the stock though. Throwing out some SIGs again. Oof. Got above it. Still hasn't touched the wall.
Yo!
Just barely touched it. Lil Cap didn't think he had it, but he's getting good damage. Lil Cap might be able to take a game at this rate.
Oh man, he was so close to hitting that. Good weapon toss too. Almost from the side air.
Weapon toss.
There's no way he makes it back, right? Okay.
And Sandstorm gonna be sticking with the gauntlets. Lil Cap could very easily finish the stock off of Sandstorm. You see how far that side air, that unarmed side air, launched Sandstorm.
I'm so impressed with this Ragnar from Lil Cap. Like, he's even edge guarding too, and you know in the past we haven't seen a lot of edge guarding coming out from Lil Cap. Big slap. Neutral sig coming out like he's playing Bodvar.
Ooh. Trying to go for that stacked weapon toss. The neutral light gonna finish off the stock, and Lil Cap staying even. Yo, he's holding on. All right, you gotta respect the Ragnar at this point. Staying even with Sandstorm final stocks in game number 3. He's holding on. Uh-oh. Didn't go for a follow-up. He had the dodge read. Just barely missed that ground pound.
Man, Cap's axe is like, it's looking pretty good.
Yo, was he the one who played Taros when he would team up with Ithro when they weren't doing the double Bodvar? Or was it Ithro who was the Taros?
I mean, they both played double Taros at one point.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, so there's going to be some carryover to the axe, but Lil Cap looking alive right now. Might show Sandstorm can bleed a little bit as he gets the side sig. And Little Cap is going to take game number 3 with a 30 damage advantage.
Imagine like you're seeing, let's just say Sandstorm wins the next one and it's 3-1. If you were looking at the bracket and you were like Sandstorm versus Lil Cap. Oh, Lil Cap took a game. I guess his Bodvar was looking clean that game. Nope, it was the Ragnar. It was the Ragnar. He's at level 19 Ragnar, so just 4 over the 15 that I estimated. Doesn't even have the black color scheme unlocked for this character. Insane. You okay?
Well, yeah, you know, I tripped a little bit. Things happen. You stumble when you see something so insane as a Lil Cap Ragnar, but he's sticking with it as we get right on into game number 4. And you're seeing Sandstorm maybe lean in a little bit more towards this cannon. The last one was definitely a more gauntlet-heavy playstyle coming out from Sandstorm.
Seen a lot of attacks coming out from Sandstorm, but Lil Cap's axe is punishing quite a few of them. They're almost dead. Even Capped a little bit far behind. He's in the orange now. I believe Sandstorm's still in the yellow. That side air turned him red. A couple more hits from this axe. Sandstorm will be in the orange. Beautiful spot dodge through the side air with the neutral light punish.
Side light spot dodge, trying to see the reaction from Lil Cap, and Lil Cap did not have an opportunity to reset his jumps. He went for the aerial dodge, which means it puts on that 2-second cooldown, so Sandstorm knew he could go in for the recovery.
It's the neutral light, goes for the turnaround nair. Unarmed, 2 nice little swift kicks.
Ooh, read the dodge down. Little Cap gonna get some good damage. Yo, his guitar's looking clean too.
Dude, that's what I was saying earlier. I'm feeling him. Like, look at that. He goes for the side light, then waits for the turn.
The spacing?
The cat spacing! He went for the nair too, which would have spiked downward?
Uh-oh.
Oh, another one. Is he still in this?
Oh!
He's still in this! Gets hit by another one. All right, Cap is, this is going to be really tough to come back from. I don't see him coming back from this. I don't think he's going to end up taking another game. I think it's going to end in a 3-1. But man, this Ragnar pick, inspiring from Lil Cap, who's played almost his entire career, definitely in ones, on Bodvar.
Yeah, it's definitely something out of left field, but he is going to take another stock off of Sandstorm. It's going to take a lot to get this game number 4 under his belt, but right now he's got the weapon advantage at the very least. There's a weapon spawn on the right side. Sandstorm immediately starts throwing out some SIGs.
Yeah, I think Sandstorm knows how this game is playing out, knows he's so far ahead, has Capped. I think he's in the orange. Yeah, okay, he's definitely in the orange after that side air. It might have been before it. He knows all he has to do is throw a couple more SIGs out, and it's not even a couple, it's exactly one more, and that's going to be the knockout. What a game. What an absolute game coming out from Lil Cap, throwing some stank onto this Ragnar pick, doing what I wouldn't have expected. I don't think what anyone else would have expected, but Sandstorm is going to take it out in the long run, showing how strong of a player he is, showing how scary his gauntlets are, how scary his cannon is, and how scary this Onyx pick is.
Yeah, this Onyx is looking very scary, and if I'm Coslix, I'm sweating a little bit as he is about to go up against the world champion Brawlhalla player on the Onyx, and I expect a lot to come out of this cannon from Sandstorm. But at the other side, Coslick's definitely had a good showing against Cody Travis, so this could definitely be a very close set. I don't expect it to be a complete 3-0 sweep.
Now, we did mention Lil Cap's level 19 earlier on the Ragnir. Sandstorm's Onyx is only level 21. Obviously, he carries over the cannon experience from his Zol picks in the past, and he carries over the gauntlet experience from his Mordex in the past. But I would have expected the Onyx to be a little bit higher. I would expect him to play like the Onyx in ranked, maybe a little bit more. We don't see it too much in tournament. We have seen it sometimes in tournament, but I would have expected him to play maybe a little bit more Onyx in ranked.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting pick from Sandstorm. Like, when he first started talking about the Onyx, it felt kind of similar to how he would like really praise his unarmed Azoth, and it was like, oh, I guess this is just like a thing he kind of messes around with in customs. But now that he's really putting in the effort on this Onyx, like he really put in the time to pick up some of the newer tech with the gauntlets, I'm really loving this Onyx pick. And despite the fact that it is a low level Onyx, he's put in the time in other places, right? In the same way, like he put in the time and effort into Smash before he came into Brawlhalla, that a lot of that time, that effort still carried over into this new game, into this new character.
So now we have two players on your screen who can get those orange level knockouts by chasing their opponent hard off the stage, giving them a tour all the way over to the blast zone and ending with a signature, or in the case of Coslick's, like a side air. We also have seen him end with signatures. So I wonder if we'll see that from either player here. Sidelight Nair, gravity cancel down signature. You're getting a little greedy early on, and he's gonna feel some hurt for it. Oh, almost a knockout.
Punish. That was all punish for that gravity canceled signature. Sandstorm knew Coslick's dodge was down, and it's complete punish territory. Sandstorm takes the first stock.
That thing is so good. All he had to do was back up. For some reason, Coslick's just kept going forward, though. I don't know why he kept doing that. Oh, man. He's going to take so much damage there. He's almost orange on his next stock.
Whoa! Into a mix-up off the sidelight, too, with the down signature. Sandstorm looking so incredibly strong with this cannon. Does not quite connect with the down air, but throwing out more signatures. Coslick's might be able to find the stock evener in just a moment.
Now, also something that we're going to have from both players here is using that side air on the cannon from Sandstorm, and on the even on the gauntlets from Sandstorm, and on the lance from Coslick's, is using that side air to get back on the stage when you normally wouldn't be able to because you'd run out of jumps.
Yeah, those horizontal movement side airs is something that you can do with gauntlets, something you do with cannon, something you can do with lane.
A little bit surprised he went for the D-Light Nair. Not really sure if that was a misinput or something, because you would think he'd go for at least the D-Light recovery, if not going for the maybe more greedy option of D-Light neutral heavy. I'm not sure.
Which weapon?
Oh, unarmed.
Oh, yeah.
On a Coslick's when he was in the red.
Likely was just kind of instinct, right? Like that's kind of one of the first combos you practice with basically any character, right? It's just like that's a default thing you can do. Oh. Read the dodge, though. Got the side signature onto Sandstorm. Kind of keeping this one even in the damage department, but Coslick's is a full stock behind.
Now, one thing I really like about that signature is obviously it'll cover options if your opponent like dodges down or fast falls down, but also like the second swipe of it kind of reaches up a little bit. It's not going to reach up like an N-Sig, but it will cover just a little bit up so you can catch aerial opponents with it. That's an easy knockout. Now, you were saying we might not see, we probably won't see an easy 3-0 for this, but if game one is any indication, I think we will, but of course it is just game one.
Yeah, game one was definitely a very strong showing from Sandstorm. But I mean, again, it's Coslick's. He's one of the top power ranked players for 2020 right now. Like, I think he was second seed coming into this. He's a very strong player, and he's going to be switching over to the Scarlet for that hammer pickup, for the potential to knock out a little bit easier. I still think he's got room to change it up and take a game off of Sandstorm, at the very least.
Yeah, over onto the Scarlet pick. I didn't actually see what stage they're going to. Oh, back to Demon Island. So there is going to be a ton of coverage with that hammer side signature. It's the story that we tell every single time we see a Scarlet go to any short-walled stage, is that hammer side signature over the corner. But you're seeing Sandstorm open it up hard, charging this one.
Ooh, I don't think that's the option. Downlight ground pound is optimal for damage. Downlight neutral light, not even the best one for getting stage control, and Koslik's hurting a little bit here, but is able to extend this first stock.
D-Light Nair didn't even actually send the Scarlet off screen. That's how high this ceiling is. See Sandstorm backing up just a little bit, dashing in Sig. Now the fact that Onyx has the neutral signature on cannon that covers kind of that 45-degree angle pretty high, that's where Kosalix is obviously going to go to. If he can't win the ground game, you're going to see him go into the air, and the fact that you can cover that with a really strong signature, like for Cody, if you have the blasters, the neutral signature on blasters, you're going to be stuck there for a long time while you have those 2 blasts come out. Oh man, wow. Neutral signature somehow sending straight up.
Yo, and the weapon toss actually saving Sandstorm a little bit there, bounced him just underneath that recovery. Kosalix really struggling to finish off this stock. This is a awkward position to be in, recovering so low underneath the stage. Again, he's gonna get back for a moment.
Oh. Sandstorm is showing so much control this game. Now a 2-stock lead. Neutral Light goes in with the ground pound. That misses. Another miss, this time from Kosalix. Going in deep with it. How is Sandstorm getting away from all these signatures? And that's the stock?
Kosalix committing so hard for that offstage. You saw him throwing out all these awkward options, trying to catch him with like this gravity cancel down sig towards the stage, all sorts of stuff. And Sandstorm just avoided the hits, got the hits back onto Kosalix, and took the 3-stock. And he's like, all right, yeah, you know what? Scarlet didn't work. My beat going back to the Macho Man.
I'm wondering how quickly this set will end, because according to Smash GG, it's been going about 6 minutes and 25 seconds right now. I'm curious if that is going to finish before we get to 8 minutes.
At the rate that this one's going, man, like it might. Like I really tried to give Kosalix credit, man. He's a great player, but this is the world champion, and Sandstorm on this Onyx is just a whole other beast.
Because they've now played 2 games with some like a little bit of downtime in between and some lead up time from when Smash GG, when they indicate the set to start. So they've played 2 games in the time that like I've seen 1 game be played in tournament before.
Yeah, there's definitely been no slowdown, no downtime. There hasn't been even like breathing room between games. They're just going right on it. Oh my goodness, no breathing room for Kosalix. A Sandstorm with the gauntlets just beating him down, but Kosalix has that damage advantage.
Yeah, that is the difference here. That string was beautiful from Sandstorm, but Kosalix definitely in the lead here. You're seeing those neutrals coming out, that recovery, 45-degree angle, covering it. Fighting his way back. Sandstorm coming in with some unarmed damage. Kosalix, he's hunting for the knockout move.
Like a spear fisherman that's never fished before, he just started throwing out all of those recoveries, like really just trying to hit something.
He wanted that knockout, so he just started blasting. Yeah. In comes Sandstorm with the immediate response. That beautiful kill over on the left side. Dead even, a minute 15 into this game. In comes the lance for Kosalix.
Light down there, not able to connect with a neutral light, but a downlight neutral light. Again, good damage coming out from Kosalix. Avoids the side light read from Sandstorm. Damage relatively even between the 2 of them.
Now, one thing that Kosalix seems to be doing that he wasn't doing for several other players, oh man, D-Light into the neutral light, almost grabs the neutral signature as well. But one thing he isn't doing against Sandstorm that I believe he thought he could get away with against other players, we're not seeing hardly any Lance ground pounds coming out from him. We've seen a little bit of edge guarding from the Lance. In last game, we saw it from the Hammer as well, but no real big commitments onto the Lance ground pound. Respecting the offstage game of Sandstorm quite a bit. They're still dead even though.
Every single time one of them looks like they have the momentum, the other one steals it back. But again, Kosalix going kind of for these default combos, goes for the gravity cancel downlight into the neutral layer, and it's gonna be Sandstorm who gets the punish because of it, gets the weapon toss to finish off the second stock of Kosalix.
Side heavy from Kosalix, gonna get the knockout, even this up. He has stage control, he has weapon control, a spawn coming in, he throws his weapon up, but Sandstorm was still in iframes. Picking up that weapon is gonna end those iframes, but he was able to grab the weapon, so he wasn't starved for any time whatsoever. Got a nice 3 hit there, wasn't able to extend it to 4. There's a weapon toss, you see him jumping and fast falling kind of in place, figuring out whether he wants to go high, go low, go in the air, go grounded. Gravity cancel, neutral light, beautiful spot dodge.
When suddenly Koslik's struggling to find a hit, he gets the side air. But other than that, he's really not finding any connections onto Sandstorm. Sandstorm just slowly chipping away, getting these hits onto Koslix. The down air disarms him. Koslix is in trouble, stays low. Sandstorm's looking for the positioning for the signature.
Yeah, this last stock difference is huge for Sandstorm. He's already up 2 games in the set. One more victory, and he'll be moving on. In comes the axe.
Where are you going?
For Koslix, he's going for a big play here. Stuck over on the edge. You're seeing that scorpion tail reaching out, trying to grab over the corner. Nice axe side air from Koslix. Grabs the lance. Has Sandstorm in the orange. Koslix needs something here. He has to find this knockout or he's done.
Ooh, trying to get the read with the side air, expecting Sandstorm to panic jump. Sandstorm cool, calm, and collected, dodges the recovery. Koslix gonna try to keep Sandstorm weapon star for as long as he can, throwing out all these recoveries. Sidelight recovery, and Koslix takes one. I'm not wrong.
That's true. You're not wrong. We're going to a game 3. It was not the Swift 3-0 that it was looking like. And we're going back to Demon Island, a stage that I would not be picking against Sandstorm when he played so well on it recently.
Yeah, Sandstorm has not lost a game against Koslix on Demon Island for this entirety of this set, which, like, sure, it's only here in game number 4, but still 2 games of those 4 Sandstorm has won on this map.
D-Light Dare, Sidelight. See him backing off, trying to put space between him and Koslix, so Koslix can't answer back. Again, D-Light Dare. This putting
in trouble.
Yeah, this is Sandstorm in good position. He didn't seem charged that recovery all the way up, because if he did, he would have rode that wall all the way straight up, leading to probably a D-Light ground pound coming out from Sandstorm. He's still able to find the knockout. Look in the top right of your screen, Duke. There is like no damage on this stock. It's maybe 50. Not a big deal for Sandstorm whatsoever.
It's just outside of that folding chair. Sandstorm has so much health to play with right now. You can start going for some of these bigger plays, these bigger commits, just because he's got that full stock advantage over Koslix.
Spot dodge coming out from Koslix. It's some more damage onto the stock. Still only has Sandstorm into the orange. Gonna get punished off of that gravity cancel neutral signature. He needs to be careful of those gravity cancel sigs that he's using, because Sandstorm has not fallen prey to those, and he's punished most of them. That one wasn't a huge punish, but the one he got before off of the gravity cancel down signature was humongous.
Yeah, I mean, like, the biggest thing is when you go for those gravity cancels, he's able to pick up the recovery for the knockout. But when you go for those gravity cancels, you are committing your spot dodge in the air. That means you're putting yourself in a 2-second cooldown on your dodge ability. There, minimum 1.5 seconds if you can touch down onto a stage.
Ooh, Koslix finding a ton of damage here.
Oh!
Finally goes for the ground pound, and he places it perfectly, grabbing the stock and the lead.
Kept that one in the pocket. You were talking about how he hadn't been doing it, and that was why he wanted to wait for the opportunity. It's a nice read with the side air. It's a little greedy with the second one, but that almost worked if Sandstorm hadn't connected with the recovery.
That was close. Sandstorm hunting for the knockout here. Koslix really following the height that Sandstorm is at with his movement. Almost staying stuck to him like glue.
Yeah, this is a much more confident Koslix. Gets that win in game number 3 is all that he needed to really get that boost and get back into this one. Not that extra stock. He's gonna lose the second one. But Sandstorm pretty hurt here. Will take a little bit more damage before he can get knocked out.
And Spawn comes in all the way to the right side. Koslix able to grab it.
To read with the ground pound. Koslix not going to panic dodge into it.
A lot of movement coming around. You see Sandstorm moving all the way over to the left side of the stage.
See him really trying to give some space recognition, really respect the fact that Koslix just needs to side. Oh my god.
Yo!
The timing, just like that, kind of back up, kick, really just throwing Koslix off, and Koslix getting a little overeager. Suddenly he's starting to pay for it. Sandstorm could get this one. He will! With the recovery, Sandstorm takes it 3-1 in the losers final to go into the grand final against Cody Travis.
What a comeback from Sandstorm on that final stock. Dude, that unarmed movement and positioning and spacing, oh my goodness. Like, he started it off with the D-Light ground pound, and my first thought was like, yeah, Sandstorm, that's the optimal damage that you want. Koslix should have done that earlier when he did the D-Light into the neutral air or whatever he did. I can't remember exactly what it was. And then he just kept it going, and it was like, beautiful, perfect move after beautiful, perfect move, executing them so well, one after the other. What the final seconds of that game, man, were just absolutely breathtaking from these players.
It was brilliant because throughout most of that game, right, Koslix was looking confident. He was looking like very eager to maintain this pressure. You saw the way that he wanted to just stay on top of Sandstorm, and it was working really, really well. When we got to that final moment there, Sandstorm was like, all right, you want to play that game? You want to be over eager, and every time I hit you, you come back in? Well, I am going to punish you for that. And you started seeing him get that sidelight, put that space, and then back up, and then you're like, all right, you're going to come back in? I'll kick you away again. Just getting those punishes every single time. Brilliantly played from Sandstorm. He's going to close it out, go into the grand finals. And now it's going to be Cody Travis between Sandstorm to see who's going to be the Low Tier City North American champion. You gave your pick earlier today, but I want to know now, has your opinion changed?
No, not at all. It's still Cody for sure. One thing I don't know is if we were in losers finals, who would be the best match for Cody Travis? Because he did knock out both of these players, and he knocked both of them out in game 5. It was a 3-2 against Sandstorm and then a 3-2 against Koslix. So I still think Cody takes this, and I honestly don't know who would have been a better match for Cody. I don't think I don't even know what I think anymore, man. I've been proven wrong so many times today. If I at least nail the Cody pick, that'll maybe break even, because I nailed who won the tournament, and everyone's gonna be like, Sandstorm's gonna win the tournament. He's so good. Cannon's really good right now. So hopefully I can nail that pick at least. But I honestly don't know what's gonna happen. I don't see Cody falling for as many of those big punishes that Sandstorm got on Koslix.
Yeah, I think Koslix was a little bit I don't want to say reckless per se, but he definitely wasn't as cognizant of the way that he should have been dodging around Sandstorm. You saw Sandstorm get a lot of really big punishes because Koslix burned a dodge in a way that kind of put him in a risky position, right? Those gravity cancels in particular were really dangerous. And even though Cody Travis might make the same dodge mistake a lot of times and leave Sandstorm a lot of rooms to get some more extended punishes, I think Cody Travis is going to be a lot more careful about when he uses those dodges.
Now, I think we're going to go to either a game 5 or a game 10. Cody's going to win it in game 5 on the first set, or it's going to go all the way to game 10 on that second best of 5 in the reset. Either game 5 or game 10.
I fully expect a reset. The way that both of these players are playing, they're playing out of their minds. They're playing so incredibly well. You talked about it a little bit earlier, right? Cody Travis did get the W over Sandstorm to put Sandstorm into the loser's bracket. Keep in mind, Sandstorm was on the Mordex in that set, and now he's gone over to the Onyx, and personal bias, but I think his Onyx is looking so much cleaner.
I'll be curious to see what game 1 is looking like. Obviously, game 1 doesn't always set the stage for the entire set, but I'm really curious because obviously Sandstorm coming in off of that victory, so he's got to be feeling himself, came off of a comeback, he's playing really well, ran through the loser side of the bracket after losing to Cody Travis. Cody's been cooling. He's just been chilling for an extended period of time. In fact, the game hasn't started because he's not.
I think he's still chilling.
Here. Yeah, he's not even here, man.
He's icing out Sandstorm right now. He hopped in the lobby to make sure that he didn't get DQ'd and was like, all right, give me 10 minutes. I gotta go back to the bathroom again, right? Like he's just all right, I'm gonna chill. And you're seeing Sandstorm, he's starting to get eager, right? He's getting into that position where he's gonna start selecting characters just because he wants to keep his fingers limber.
I don't know if we're that much of a stickler for the rules, but the clock's ticking. He has a limited amount of time if they're going to be that much of a stickler about the rules. There he is. He locked in. Cody's here. Stop the timer.
It was at 9:59. He just barely stopped it. But all right, real quick, give me your prediction. You said Cody Travis, right?
Cody.
I'm saying Sandstorm. We got to have a contrarian. Sandstorm versus Cody Travis. Grand final here, we're going to see who's going to win game number 1 and get the momentum for this grand final set to be the North American low tier city champion. Will it be Sandstorm or will it be Cody Travis?
Now we have Cody's level 100 Brawlhalla coming into this level 21 Onyx, very new character. So we have the old and busted versus the new hotness, except like on the meta right now, they're kind of just both hotness.
Yeah.
So one's like old hotness, one of them's Susan Sarandon, and then the other one is like a new hotness. Who do the kids think is hot?
Susan
Dakota
Sarandon?
Johnson? Yeah, you're probably right on that. So we got old hotness and we got new hotness coming in. And Cody's got a lead here.
Yeah, he's looking good. Sandstorm was stuck on those gauntlets. Definitely not the big damage dealing weapons that we've seen. Now that he's over to this cannon, might see this get a little bit more normalized between the two of them. You're seeing Sandstorm start to throw out some of these reads, trying to see how Cody Travis is going to react. Oh, very awkward recovery, and Cody Travis going to get caught for it down there. Cody Travis doesn't have the jumps, and Sandstorm takes the first stock.
Charlie Puth. He's a new hotness.
All right, sure. I mean, like, for me, it's like Lisa from Blackpink. All right, combo, Sandstorm with the neutral air.
Oh, yo.
Stock is gone.
Game 1 looking rough.
We were still thinking about the new hotness. Sandstorm showing him the new hotness. Cody Travis now down to his final stock. Yo, starting off game number 1 with a 3 stock is a really good start to the grand final.
Excited from Cody. Still wasn't enough to knock out.
Yeah.
Doesn't hit with the bottom side of it. Hits with the side of it. Bounces off the wall. Man, all that defense from Onyx. Even with all the strength that Cody has on this Brawlhalla pick, knocking out still going to be tough for him.
Good movement from Sandstorm, jumping over those downlights. Those downlights are the stacked option for blasters, and Sandstorm just gets above it, throws out the gravity cancel downlight to poke Cody Travis, and gets a combo afterwards. The double side light into the recovery, and Sandstorm takes game number 1 in convincing fashion.
Yeah, that's a tough game 1 for Cody. Immediate lock-in, we're rolling right into this next one. Standard maps being banned out. We have Small Brawl, Small Mammoth, and Apocalypse left on the field for Sandstorm to pick from. We're going back to Small Mammoth. I don't see stages really mattering to these players.
I think they both are fine on either map. I think Cody Travis leans a little bit more towards Small Brawl Haven, and I think Sandstorm leans just a tiny bit towards Small Mammoth. But when it comes down to it, I don't think the map is going to be the deciding factor.
Yeah, they're gonna leave their maps open and be like, oh, we're going to Small Brawl Haven. Okay, cool. Oh, we're going to Apocalypse. All right, cool. Oh, we're going to Small Mammoth. All right, cool. No one's gonna be like, oh shoot, dang it, we're going to Small Brawl Haven.
Yeah. I don't think either of them will say, oh shoot, dang it, at the very least.
Hey, Cody might say dang it. He used to say dang it back in the day.
That's fair. I haven't heard Cody Travis get upset, but he's not going to be upset about that weapon toss. Sandstorm eating the axe to the face, and it's looking like a complete turnaround. The reversal from game number 1 as Cody Travis looking very healthy to start off game number 2.
Grand Finals vibes, I swear they're weird all the time. Of just like one player taking it out very confidently in the first game, and then the second game, the absolute opposite happens.
Yo, that's what happens when you have 2 high caliber players, right? And either one of them can shake off a devastating loss and just come back in with huge momentum.
There is still a weapon spawn on the field. It looks like either player is not opting for their secondary weapon. Cody using these blasters that we've seen him use so well today as a zoning tool. Neutral light right as Cody grabs the axe.
Sandstorm gives
Where's
some
the tail?
respect to it. A lot less signature usage. Yeah, you were talking about the tail. I was just thinking in general, Sandstorm has not really thrown out a lot of signatures. Even that big cannon combo that he got onto Cody Travis in game number 1, that was finished with a neutral light. That was a dodge down read from Sandstorm. That wasn't like a big signature read where it covers a bunch of different options. He's just like throwing out a gravity cancel neutral light.
And that's something if Sandstorm decides to keep Cody at range with those signatures, like Cody's got blasters in his hands now. He's probably just fine staying at range.
Yo, that being said though, Sandstorm, when he does that kind of like jump gravity cancel above the blaster's hitboxes, he's been able to get some really good punishes. We saw it with his cannon with the downlight. He can equally do it with the gauntlets.
Double dodges coming out. Beautiful whiff punishes from Sandstorm on this. Completely wrestled this game back. The neutral signature gonna put him in the lead, sending to the top left corner.
I talked about it earlier. Down air into the neutral signature. All you Onyx mains, take note. That is such a good tool. Not going to be a true combo, but a great read. But Cody Travis able to clean up the stock as we get to the final stocks here in game number 2. Sandstorm able to pick up the cannon.
Downlight, Nair from Cody. Still trying to juggle with those Nairs. Sidelight coming out from Sandstorm. Second one doesn't make contact. Answers back with the neutral light from Cody's axe. Sandstorm over on the corner.
No punish, really. A weapon toss. That's going to be like 3 damage on the back of Cody Travis. I was expecting a little bit bigger considering Cody committed to that side signature in the wrong direction.
I think Sandstorm like threw the weapon and was like, there's a possibility that he dodges this. And if that happens, I'm going to go back and grab the weapon behind me so I'm not disarmed. And he just didn't know what to do in the moment because maybe he expected it to miss and not hit. And since it hit, oh, he was just kind of frozen in place. Cody doesn't have the dodge to get back. It was on cooldown. Sandstorm takes game 2.
Really nice punish from Sandstorm on that one. That was an awkward position to be in, right? Cody Travis coming down with this big swing and down signature. Sandstorm's like, I'm fine being just underneath you, doing that aerial footsies, and then immediately jump up, ground pound. Sandstorm takes game number 2, and he is 1 away from getting that spicy hot reset to get another best of 5.
Going into this game 3, Cody immediately goes high, but Sandstorm's able to grab the first weapon, has the cannon in hand, a weapon spot coming into the left side. Cody hits the neutral light, disengages, goes over to pick up an axe. Gravity cancel side light coming out. Damage is being found by Sandstorm here in this game. Cody hasn't found too much yet.
They're really not getting a lot of hits. That down air just recently got a damage nerf, so it's not going to be the best hit, but he does get the down air. Down light onto Sandstorm. He's starting to add it up, but Sandstorm still with that damage advantage.
Sidelight Nair goes for the down air.
Ooh, nice ground pound on wake up. Usually when someone does that down air off a neutral air, it's because they messed up the gravity cancel down light.
Yeah.
Like that's usually what happened. Is like, oh, my dodge was down, but I wanted to do the gravity cancel down light. Dang it.
See, that's Cody another time saying dang it.
There you go, there you go. Downlight neutral air coming out from Sandstorm already has the stock advantage, gets more on his way back onto the stage. Cody Travis, input. I think he's messing up his inputs. There's no way he wanted a side signature.
Nah, he wanted the side sig gambit.
From the right side of the map, throwing to the left, no way he wanted that. He wanted a dash jump recovery.
Did he? It wasn't gonna knock out. Sandstorm was in orange.
Yeah, but that's a closer kill box. Down sig gets
go.
it. Cody Travis able to even up the stock count.
Nah, I think that side sig was on purpose because, I mean, immediately out of the D-light, like you're still holding down to get the dash jump. And if anything, like you're not touching anything for the recovery. So if he's doing that input early, he would hit a neutral signature. I think he wanted to go for the side sig. He went for the gambit, the Cody gambit.
It's an odd decision making from Cody Travis, but Sandstorm making the clean decisions, already a stock up over Cody Travis, going to back up, try to deny weapons, but was not able to steal the weapon spawn. Or Cody Travis picks up the blasters, and again, you see the gravity cancel just above the blasters hitbox coming out from Sandstorm.
Yeah, this cannon is oppressive from Sandstorm here against Cody Travis in game 3. Looking like it's going to be a reset after the swift 3-0. There's the tail.
Ooh, just outside of the neutral signature, though. Cody Travis holds on for a little bit. There's the dash jump recovery coming out from Cody Travis. And he is going to even up this stock count in game number 3. He's got to win 3 games in a row here. Otherwise, Sandstorm's going to get that reset.
Now, unfortunately for Cody, that weapon spawn came right into the middle of the stage, basically where Sandstorm spawned. He's finding this damage. Yo, has Sandstorm in the orange. Neutral sig coming out. That would have been a big move.
Had that hit, would have been great position advantage to Cody Travis, but still, he's getting some really good damage. Suddenly his axe has come alive, but it might be a little too late as another one of those, and he is gonna be gone.
One more side air from Sandstorm. Oh, Cody just steal it. What a comeback from Cody Travis, keeping himself alive. 41 damage is the only thing separating those two. Well, should I say 41 damage and a stock that Cody was able to take. Oh my gosh!
Cody Travis gets away with that one, gets the down air on his return back to the stage, and he is gonna try to deny the reset. Again, he has to win 2 games in a row. Otherwise, Sandstorm gets the reset, board completely wiped clean, and it's a new best of 5.
Holy cow, man. That Axe gameplay on the final seconds of that last game. 1 side air, probably 1 neutral air, 1 D-light because it would have led to a neutral air. Oh, yo, Sandstorm opened this game up big, though.
He's like, I don't like what happened at the last game. He is trying to finish this one off quick. Did take a little bit of damage, so no 0 to death territory here for Sandstorm, but still good damage coming out, and Cody Travis gonna bust out the axe again.
Side air. It's Cody in the red. The recovery picking up really high in the air. If you would have picked that up on the ground, no way Jose would that have knocked out.
Oh, but really good chase from Sandstorm to stay on top of Cody Travis and get that one basically undamaged. He did take a little bit. Just back to the cannon.
Pivot down air gets immediately punished. That's 2 down airs. And Sandstorm is punished back to back when he's already in such a huge lead. Punishes that. Cody's in the orange. Cody's in the
not
red.
Getting hit. Look at Sandstorm's health bar. He took like 1 hit, and he's gonna finish off this stock soon. Downlight doesn't get the neutral air, but he's gonna find the side air. Sandstorm. This is a very real possibility of a 3 stock. Like, he is basically a fresh stock right now.
I love how Sandstorm missed the nair after the D-light and is like, screw it. I don't care. I'm still going. Turn around, hits the side light, ends up getting the knockout. He's just like, man, he's blasting with that cannon.
He's just living.
Oh my gosh.
The dodge down from Cody Travis does avoid the neutral signature, so not going to get knocked out, but the signature coming out from Sandstorm. The side sig, the neutral sig. 1 more hit. Cody Travis gets past him. Down here.
Dude, 3 stock potential is real in a major way, and that's the way it is. Sandstorm was looking at that bracket saying, wait, Cody won a game? He might end up getting the comeback and taking. He said, no, Maggies, here comes the reset. Put them both to 0. We're going again.
And now it is either player's game. Of course, Sandstorm with all the momentum winning just prior to the reset, 3-1. We are gonna go into the final set for North America here. Sandstorm versus Cody Travis. Cody Travis is your boy, and if chat, y'all are rooting for him, of course you gotta put some, what's a Cody Travis emote in chat?
I don't know.
All right, put that in chat, and if you're a Sandstorm fan, of course you know to put your doo-doo-doos in chat if you are like me and rooting for the boy Sandstorm.
I think Cody got mad because I Twitch Prime to Lil Cap the other day. I think he was disappointed in me for that. So yeah, I don't know Cody's emotes. I don't know Cap's emotes.
No, you gotta have an emote to like represent him. It doesn't have to be like specifically Cody's emote.
Oh, I don't know. Does anyone have a Travis Scott emote on Twitch? Because you could do that one. That probably worked.
Well, either way, here we are in the grand finals. Cody Travis versus Sandstorm. Both of them trading damage back and forth. We've got Sandstorm on the cannon on the stage, and Cody Travis gets his way back with the help of those blasters. But the neutral sig from Sandstorm.
Big opening for Sandstorm here on Apocalypse. One of the few times we've seen this map today. I haven't noticed it too much. Cody has axe in hand, trying to fight this game back. Gravity cancel neutral light. Dodges through the Sair. He's whiffing a lot of moves here. Seems like he's fishing just a little bit too hard.
Really wants this side air, really wants the recovery. Those are kind of the 2 big axe knockout options. The side air is not even enough. Cody Travis gets the down air. That is going to be the stock. And didn't take too much damage for it, despite kind of really fishing for that axe side air. And he's going to be sticking to the axe again. That was kind of the big tool that got him back into it. And you're seeing the chunks come out.
So you saw that weapon toss. I guess he threw that straight at the ground. Probably a last second choice so that he could pick that axe back up, since Sandstorm was going to stay over on the wall if he like tried to recover high or anything like that. The weapon throw would have gone another direction. So he threw it straight down into the ground. It's going to land in place. Beautiful toss there. Unfortunately for Cody, Sandstorm has that side air, giving him a little bit more movement where he doesn't have to expend a jump. Neutral light. Man, we are so even with how early Sandstorm got that knockout. Cody fighting back, getting it even. Nair's coming out. Sandstorm wants this final knockout blow. Is Cody going to find it? That's going to get the dodge. In comes the unarmed down air. The recovery from Sandstorm hitting Cody when he gets just a little bit too high.
Yo, but you got to give credit to Cody Travis on the axe, really keeping this one close where, again, going back to right before the reset, Sandstorm was really running away with a lot of those games. Cody Travis with the axe gets the side air, and he is going to have the lead. And the fact that he just stood there, I feel like he couldn't believe he got the lead there. This is like, did I really?
Beautiful dodging to get out of the way of the neutral signature that came out from Sandstorm. Of course, it's on that gauntlet neutral signature, so it goes like really high. Higher than I think the cannon neutral signature goes, but he was able to get around it, find the punish, has blasters in hand. The neutral light, not going to be over on the corner. It's going to be a little bit more in the stage, so it's going to bounce off the stage, take away some of that momentum, but the recovery is there as the knockout move to take him off the top.
No, but a slight damage advantage to Cody Travis, and he's going to be picking up the axe. He's able to get so many good chunks onto Sandstorm on the second stock. You're in the reset, but Sandstorm comes in with the big cannon string.
I love that Sandstorm, like, he just knows when he's gotten enough, and he doesn't continue to go in, putting himself in a bad spot.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't overcommit. You'll see him just get a hit and just move on and be like, all right, time to reposition for the next hit.
Ooh, this game one is so even. Blasters in hand for Cody, cannon in hand for Sandstorm. The final hits of that down air are going to turn him red. Maybe looking for the down light. No, it's the side signature. Going to miss. In comes the punish. Neutral light for the punish. Recovery coming in. Gravity cancel. Neutral light. Sandstorm takes game one.
3 neutral lights in a row for Sandstorm to take game number 1, but it was not as big of a momentum boost as it was just prior to the reset. Cody Travis definitely showing a lot of life here in the post-reset grand finals. As we get right on into the next one, it's going to be Apocalypse for game number 2, and maybe that's what Cody Travis needs. He's like, all right, we're done with Small Mammoth. Now we can go to Apocalypse, where I have a little bit of an emotional advantage.
Both of them going in with the movement speed stance, want to zip around as much as they possibly can. Going into this game 2, remember it's a low weapon spawn as Sandstorm goes high, but he's able to get low with a fast fall and grab it. Grab the second weapon spawn as well as it spawns in on the left side of the stage. Another one on the left side of the stage gets hit away, but in comes 2 hits from Cody. They both hit each other about 2 or 3 times, so they're pretty even, but Cody's just a little bit in the lead.
Just like that, Sandstorm might have taken that lead away from him. He definitely took away from him there. Goes for the gravity cancel neutral signature, but Cody Travis able to pull back just in time to avoid it. Sandstorm already throwing out these signatures, trying to finish this stock off.
And just like that, he gets the knockout. Not only that, but you saw how quickly he built up damage. It was going back and forth in a tug of war on who's in the lead, who's doing more damage. And then all of a sudden, so much damage came out. Nice 3 hit. That's going to put Sandstorm into the orange. The down air. Gravity cancel, side light, side air, down air.
You see Sandstorm immediately disengage, start throwing out side airs back towards the stage. He's like, all right, my job here is done. Down light, goes for a second ground pound follow-up, but not able to connect, and Cody Travis getting a little eager, wants to get this stock off, gonna stay off stage against Sandstorm. Nice, wall spike.
Yeah, great stage spike there, gonna hit him on that 45-degree angle, send him down. But I question Cody going for the D-Light side air over on the left side. Like, yes, Sandstorm was in the red, but I think it was the beginning stages of red. Maybe the recovery might have killed. I don't know for sure, especially with all the defense that this Onyx pick has. But I would have put my money on a D-Light recovery as the better option. But then again, I'm not the one in grand finals.
That's very true. Sandstorm does find the signature to finish off the stock for jobs. I think most players, when they're in that position, when they're like, I'm not sure if this will knock out, but you know what? I'm like reasonably sure. They usually try to throw it out. Cody Travis, though, wants to be confident as he's throwing out all this big damage onto Sandstorm. Needs a big hit. The side signature second swing does it. And that's going to be Cody Travis evening this one up.
If I'm Cody, I'm so worried about the gravity cancel neutral lights from Sandstorm. Also worried about that 3 hit from the gauntlets, but I'm so worried about the gravity cancel neutral light on cannon. That has been such a dominating force from Sandstorm whenever he has cannon in his hands.
His cannon has been very effective, especially when he gets that stage control. Like, we've seen him use downlights to cover that that corner, but when he really starts throwing out those neutral lights, it can be so devastating for Cody Travis. But Cody Travis with the axe, getting some good hits, denies the weapon pickup, throws out the down signature, might have knocked out, but Sandstorm very high. The recovery will. Cody Travis takes game number 2.
and you saw those lights and streamers and the cheer coming out on that knockout effect. That must be how Cody Travis is feeling when he picked up that recovery towards the end. You saw the weapon spawn come in right on that soft platform as well. I was worried that Sandstorm was going to be able to get that, grab his weapon, and get the knockout onto Cody, but Cody shut that down.
Yeah, hear me out. Next offline event, 2021 or whatever, whenever that
2025.
happens. Yeah, 2030, right? Whenever that next offline event happens, somebody has to have their boy come with them and bring a bunch of those like confetti poppers, and every time they get a stock, pop that confetti, throw some balloons into the crowd. Like, I want to see some IRL KO effects.
Dude, that would be sick. After we saw the IRL take a picture taunt at CEO last year, I think you're right. That's the next step. I don't know. I don't remember who those two guys were, but I will remember that act for life. I want to see them step it up and do the KO effect.
Yeah, I mean that's the next step for offline events. But here we are, game number 3. Cody Travis and Sandstorm back and forth. Both of them going to final stocks in game 1 and game 2. Expect the same here as we go on to Crystal Temple. Oh,
man,
disengaged though.
Yeah, soft platforms here. We'll see who's able to use those a little bit better than the other one. This is going to be the first one that we've seen from these players with these static soft plats.
I haven't seen a lot from Sandstorm with the soft platforms. Ground pound will connect that burst out. He can let go of it to get that extra area burst. That's what just happened there to finish off the first stock. Sandstorm not too damaged. We haven't seen him use those soft platforms too much. We saw Cody Travis actually ledge cancel an axe downlight to extend an axe combo. But other than that, haven't seen a whole lot from either side on soft platforms.
And the cannon from Sandstorm this game is so scary. 3-hit comes out from Cody, doing what he can to fight back into this game. Has Sandstorm in the orange, but now Cody's in the orange after that neutral light. Cody's just really not able to find multi-hit options, and Sandstorm is. Like, you're seeing him hit a dare, but there's no follow-up dare. Finally gets the dare into the side air, but he's fished for a lot of those, and they haven't made contact.
And now he's going to be relying on this axe side air again, kind of the big knockout tool for Cody Travis. Sandstorm with the punish gets the neutral signature, and the possibility of going to final stocks here in game number 3 is slowly dwindling for Cody Travis.
Oh no, the recovery's gone. Cody's able to get back. D-Sig taking Sandstorm off the top, but he's gonna have to fight through another full entire stock of Sandstorm.
I mean, basically has to fight through 2 with this last one that he's got here in game number 3. Again, back on the axe, a fantastic tool for building up a lot of damage onto Sandstorm, but Sandstorm with some great spots as the neutral light and catching Cody Travis stack.
Is Cody gonna go for any big play? No, it's just sidelight over the edge. You see him backing up, gets hit by the side air as Sandstorm recovers back to the stage. D-Light gonna zone away. Nair's coming out back to back from Sandstorm. Not able to reach out enough just yet. Neutral light gonna send Cody all the way over to the left side. Sidelight comes in, side air whiffed, recovering, and that is going to be game 3. We're gonna be moving on to game 4, and the score is going to be 2-1 in Sandstorm's favor.
1 game away from a Tempo Storm victory. Cody Travis gonna try to hold on. You see him thinking about this one. He is waiting for his opportunity to make a decision on what character to pick. I expect Crystal Temple to be banned out at the very least, just because it did not work as well for Cody Travis. Oh,
What, yo?
yes.
Sandstorm actually, in the process of this, has leveled up his Onyx to level 22. We see a level up in a tournament set, and it's a level 25 Azoth from Cody Travis, digging deep in the pockets for this one. You have Cody Travis, who's already gotten the 2 tournament win in a row, wants the 3-peat. Meanwhile, Sandstorm fighting for the low-tier city championship that he won just about a year ago in Arlington, Texas. So 2 very high stakes on the line for both of these players.
This is a home turf for Sandstorm, and he is 1 game away from doing it. Cody Travis going to be sticking with the axe from his Barasa, throwing away the blasters. They just were not effective enough against Sandstorm. But this Azoth pick is something that it's unheard of.
Is Azoth he's nice on it.
I like the Sig usage, throwing out the down Sig. Of all the Azoth axe Sigs, that's like one of the more popular ones.
Some people like the side sig. I'm not really feeling the side sig for regular usage in play. Seems like it gets punished a lot of the time. In comes the bow. Cody's bow, huge question mark for me.
He's got a Diana. I've seen him play his Diana.
That's true.
Very well. I mean, it's definitely not like a tournament point character, but Sandstorm connects with the side signature. Cody Travis with the Azoth. I'm trying to get back onto this, but oh my goodness, the cannon strings coming out from Sandstorm, just adding that extra credit damage onto Cody Travis' second stock.
But also Diana's bow is going to be a lot sicker than Azoth's bow.
Yeah, for sure. He's just standing there. Did someone come into his room right as he hit that side air? Like you had to turn around like, wait, I still got more. We got into reset. Like I gotta finish this. Chill.
Mom came in and told him to go to bed. He said, Mom, it got delayed. There were 10,000 people signed up for the tournament.
Smash GG went down, Mom. Nice spot dodge coming out from Cody Travis. A little bit behind in the damage department, but could see him getting back into this with the axe. Tries to read with the side air. Not going to find the hit. Sandstorm finds the sig. And Cody Travis now on tournament stock.
Be careful how he moves over to the weapon spawn. Knew he could wait out the iframes for it to touch the ground so he didn't get caught in the air.
Oh, that's a dodge.
Ooh.
Barely going to touch this one. Sandstorm on the corner. Has every advantage possible right now. Cody Travis with the side air. Throws out the side signature. Sandstorm's high above it. Nice. Still not enough. The high defense from the Onyx. Oh no.
Oh!
Not like this.
Is this gonna be curtains?
Not like this. Sandstorm takes low tier city 3-1 off the ground pound. Cody Travis not able to touch the wall. And that is gonna be it. Sandstorm reprises his role as the mid-season champion of low tier city. Cody Travis gonna go home with that second place finish. And of course that means Costly with the third place.
That is a tough finish for Cody Travis, who already beat Sandstorm once in bracket. Sent him down into the loser's bracket. Sandstorm fought through the lower bracket, came back up, 3-1 the first game, 3-1 the second game. Man, what a victory from Sandstorm. He's looking maybe a little bit rough in recent tournaments, but he's back, he's focused, he's ready to...